And hello, hello everyone. Um, Thought I would hop on for a little while in order to continue playthrough of Quest for Glory 1. So you want to be a hero. Last couple of times, taking care of most of the side quest and the setup. So all that's really left is the main quest stuff. Rescuing the Baron's son and daughter, chasing Baba Yaga from the valley, and breaking the curse once and for all. Um, the game isn't particularly long, so I have a feeling that tonight might be the last of it. I don't know. There's still a couple of little bits and pieces I wouldn't mind doing. Um, Fighting some of the tougher creatures. Seeing if my magic can actually handle things like a cheetor or a troll. Or another thing that runs around. But I think the tougher creatures don't come out until after you've completed one of the bits, like one of the main quest bits. I don't know if there's a particular order that the quest needs to be done in, but I'm pretty sure that some of them have to be done after others. So the normal order is rescue the son, then rescue the daughter, then go after Baba Yaga, with a quick visit to Baba Yaga for a side quest, kind of partway through. So I will be basically doing it in that order. But the Baba Yaga bit is actually kind of an optional thing. You don't have to do the drive the Baba Yaga out. Saving the son and the daughter are the important bits. But there's a little extra thing that you can do in order to go after Baba Yaga. Um, it has to do with the magic reflecting mirror that we talked to Erasmus about, but that won't come into play until much later on. To start, we need to find the Baron's son and rescue him. So this is probably going to go crazy when I tab back into the game. Let's see. That should probably keep that, and I'll switch over here. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Oops. Hang on. All right. Continue. A6. And we're back here. Right. So just completed Erasmus's magic maze thing. The little game uses a bunch of magic in order to get the Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle spell. Which I can't remember exactly what it does. I think it kind of works like the calm spell. I don't really remember. I don't know if you can actually... No, you can't actually examine the spells. Dazzle. Yeah, so I don't know what Dazzle is, unfortunately. But might give it a try at some point. Um... So yeah, a bunch of the spells got a bit of a workout. Uh, Lots of different things went up. My magic points are pretty much done for. Stamina and health are kind of low as well. I need to do a bit of resting. And it is only midday. So one of the things that I did want to do with the money that I have is maybe pick up a couple of potions. The question is, what would be the best ones to get? I'm thinking magic potions are expensive. If I can give the healer flowers and mushrooms, I don't know if I can anymore. I don't know if they reset, or she just doesn't need them anymore. But let's go take a look. Oh, before I go, let's just take a quick rest, recover some thingies. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a couple of flame darts at least. Alright, let's head back to town. Just in case. I might get attacked on the way. Huh? Oh, yeah, maybe not. Hello, buddy. Let me get about your potions and how much they cost. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, magic potions are 60 silvers each. You get one, I suppose. I don't know if I want to spend all of my silver on two. Maybe like a magic potion and a healing potion? But if I can start killing trolls, I'll get healing potions for free. Maybe I'll save the silver and just grab a magic potion. I hope this will help you. Okay. One potion of magic power. Oh. Do you want mushrooms? I have enough mushrooms. Can you only sell them 3 times and that's it? I thought it resets. Maybe I have to progress the main story before she'll accept more. So maybe save the Baron's son. But to do that, I need more magic. I don't think I can do it with only 14. So it's only midday. Okay, let's just take care of some odd jobs. We'll sleep the night and take care of the Baron's son tomorrow. Hello. Yes, I am. Open the gate, please. Thank you. Swords guy who won't train me. Stables. Need some work? Sure. I could do with 5 more silver. Now you're 5 silvers richer. Thank you. Okay, let's do a little bit of rest. Too impatient to rest now. Okay, well, mid-afternoon. Guess I could just go pick some fights. Make my way back up to Arana's Peace. And I might just do a cheeky save. Oh, balls. These guys aren't usually worth fighting. They don't drop any cash or anything. So, I don't know if this is really going to be worth actually doing. Ooh. But at the very least, it gives me some magic training. Let's see what this does. Yeah, so it's like a calm spell. Well, that's good, because the calm spell is kind of bugged at the moment. Not enough magic points to cast that spell. Weapon is not magically charged. Okay, let's see if I can actually fight this guy. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Desert your opponent. What a waste. No treasure. Yeah, they're not really worth fighting. Oh well. Gives me a chance. Ooh, sunset approaches. Okay, let's go to Arena's Peace. Eat some fruit. Rest a little bit. Eat fruit. Mum. Ooh, 6 magic points. Be a lot to do anything with. Let's just build the open spell up a little bit. Point. And up. Do that. Do that. Do that. Well, opens now to 15, I guess. I can't remember if the spell skills are also out of 100. If they are, that's kind of ridiculous. That's okay. I think... Well... Yeah, I think that about does it. Alright, let's... Oh, yeah, let's just close that back up again. Let's have a sleep. Yeah, that might be a bit loud. Hang on. No, it's not so bad. Okay, anyway. Okay, stop it. Alright. Okay, so everything's been refreshed. Let's save. So this is day 7. And it's Baron's son time. Unfortunately, I already know where he is. Question is... I want to fight the guard. I had to get the treasure. I don't know if I want to use up all of my magic on just the guard. Probably fight him after? I don't know if the potion's gonna get me back up to full. I'll fight the guard after. Okay, so this is this area over here, which I think I went into once and then kind of ran away from. But this is where the Baron's son can be found. And hanging outside the cave is this guy. Now, I think I'm going to have to cast Calm at some point, so I might bug the sound out. If it does, I'll just turn it off until I'm able to reset the game. As far as this guy goes, I could fight him, just cast a bunch of flame darts at him until he dies. I think his health is set, so I can flame dart him a few times, leave and come back, and it should stay the same. I can't remember. But for this particular case, I wonder if Dazzle works on this guy. Hang on, let's see what this does. Oh, I might want him to be a little closer, actually. Okay. Flare, and then walk around him and into the cave. As your eyes adjust from sunlight to darkness, you examine the interior of this eerie cavern. You sense something moving off to your right. Looks like there's a big scary bear. A very large bear rears up as you approach. It looks hungry and dangerous. Bear looks menacing and angry. There is something attached to its leg. There's a manacle and chain attached to the bear's leg. Manacle and chain, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is one of these things where there's actually a couple different ways in which this can be solved. One way is to throw food at the bear. It said the bear was hungry. But that's not the wizardy way of doing it, so... and tranquility permeates the area. And now we can walk past the bear. This section of cave has an eerie quality. Part of the cavern is spacious and multi-level. Phosphorescent fungus illuminates the cavern with an unearthly glow. On a rocky platform above the cave floor is a kobold, one of the race of ugly, miserly creatures known for their skill in magic. Strange creature is dressed in ragged clothes and has large, pale eyes. It must have spent its entire life in these caves. A large brass key hangs from a thong around the creature's neck. Let's have a closer look at that key, shall we? Kobold's large brass key glows slightly in the dark cavern. Must be magic of some sort. Some sort of food, mushrooms, sits in a pile on the stone table. It looks almost edible to a kobold. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save here, just because I don't know if I'm actually strong enough to be able to fight this guy. Yeah, it sounds like the audio glitch has happened, so actually I might just restart the game real quick. Get rid of that glitch. Yeah, it's there. Okay. I don't know why it does that. That's so frustrating. Okay. Relaunch real quick. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I think there are a couple of ways in this can be solved. There's one thing that has to be done for the... Yeah, for the wizard's points. So first things first. Let's see if this works. I don't actually know if this works. Bloop. Uh-oh. You've woken the kobold. You go. You no stay here. Ow. Kobold cast a spell which you are not familiar. Ow. I can't remember how to get rid of this thing. No time for that. Oh, I can't remember how to break his reflection thing. Dazzle? Well, it does stun him for a bit. Nope, just keeps reflecting back at me. Oh, I can't remember what I was supposed to do here. I don't have a dispel or anything. I have a dispel potion, but I don't think it works on this. Trigger didn't seem to do anything. Dazzle just stunned him for a moment. I can't remember. Ow. And he killed me. Okay, so I think I need to do this to wake him up. Then hit him with flame darts. Ow. How's he supposed to move when you get close to him? Okay, this is... Alright, just let him kill me then. Stop him from doing that? No, just bounces again. Can't hit this bastard. Come on, hit him. Come on, hit him. Can I cast this now? Oop, that one missed. Nope, still bounces. Ah, you got me again. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. How do I dispel? How do I stop him from doing the reflect thing? I don't know if this is how I'm supposed to do it, or if there's another way. Maybe I'm missing something? Pretty sure I got everything. Um... Apparently you're supposed to... Wait, this can't be right. You cheese it by just walking back out to the bear? That doesn't sound right. Okay. Where's the cobalt stuff? Cobalt, cobalt, cobalt. Maybe I do need to fight the ogre before I go into the cave. Hmm. Okay, these walkthroughs are less than useful. Okay, I think what I might do is try and fight the ogre. The magic potion, I can get some more. I mean, this must be fought using magic. Whatever. Just trying to the ogre. Whoa, what are you doing out here? Ah, I don't want to fight you. Okay. Let the battle begin. Uh... Move over to the other side. The ogre appears to have recovered from your spell. That's okay. Oh. And he is down. Crunch. Sorry, buddy. You had to go. Search the dead ogre's body. A search of the dead ogre's body produces no treasure. However, the treasure chest he was carrying lies beside his body. The chest has a heavy lid with a strong lock. Your spell unlocks the ogre's chest. Bleep. The dead ogre's chest contains 1 gold and 43 silver, which you take and put away. Alright. And yeah, that used up pretty much all of my magic to bring that guy down. You're gonna have to drink the magic potion. Glug glug. Ow, burns as it goes down. That gives me a little bit. Okay. Yada yada yada. Oh, I'm gonna do the calm spell again. Okay, well, I'll reset the game. Looks dangerous. Actually, I wonder if I can just dazzle it. Hang on, let me see if dazzle works. No, it does not. Okay. I wonder if it's because the audio on that causes the glitch. Peace and tranquility permeates the area. Wait, I think I can still hear the audio even though it's turned off. That's weird. No audio glitch, though. That seems to have done it. Okay, so I just need to remember to do that. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. So, I don't have an awful lot of magic left, but this should hopefully be enough to beat this guy. So... Uh-oh, you've woken the kobold. So... I need to do this. Oops, I missed. Cast a spell with which you are not familiar. No, because he just puts it back on again. And it just bounces. Am I missing something here? I don't remember how you're supposed to beat this. Okay, one of these has to give some information on what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, cast fetch to get the key. He'll wake up and start... When you start to leave with the key, begin casting spells at you. Don't bother trying to calm him, it won't work. Won't follow you though, so just leave the screen and go back to the bear. Wow, it doesn't say what to do when he starts reflecting the flame darts back. What is going on here? How come none of these walkthroughs include information about this? Just for Glory 1, Kobold. Casting Dazzle prevent the Kobold from putting up the reversal. Okay, so I just, I guess, need to be quicker with the Dazzle? And I kind of figured that, but it looked like he still cast it regardless. Alright, let's try that again. Let's also just not bother with the fetch. Oh, it's because I have it on too fast a speed, that's why it's going too quickly. Okay, let's speed back to normal. Flame dart. Boom, and then... No, too late again? What the hell? Nice if I could actually hit him. Yeah, I got the reflect up. Okay. He's really fast on that reflect spell. Nope. Got it off again. Wow, what am I supposed to do here? No, I think you got it up again. Yeah, okay. I don't know if this is like a timing issue for the game or if I'm doing something wrong, but this is kind of ridiculous. Does he just wake up? Yes, he does. Let's just get this right off the bat. Boom. Uh-oh. Okay. Wasn't the cleanest, but did it. You take the kobold's glowing key. Okay, so that was kill the kobold. Calm the bear, enter the kobold's lair, acquire the kobold's key. Okay. So, oof, I have one magic point left. Can I rest here? You better not. This cave is not recommended by the Michelin Guide. Okay, there is something else in here, but I'm gonna have to come back for it, I guess. Unlock. Manacle. Bear won't let you near the lock. Wait, am I stuck in here now? Did I screw this up? Oh, shoot. Maybe fighting the ogre was not the right idea then. Can I even get past this guy? No. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I guess I need a second... If I want to fight both the ogre and the kobold, I'm gonna need a second mana potion. So what I might have to do... Okay, let's make a quick run back down to the healers, grab a second mana potion. That way, ooh. I want to fight you, there's no point to fighting you guys. Yeah, if I can get a second healing potion, sorry, second mana potion. Oh, goblin. Go away. I can kill the ogre, kill the kobold, and I can do the extra thing that happens to be in that cave that I do remember being in there. I would like to buy another mana potion, if you don't mind. Okay. That wipes me out, but the ogre will drop a ton of cash. So I can get that back, no problem. I could always go back to the castle and earn another 5 silver. Please let there be no one here. Please let there be no one here. So... I don't want to fight you. Oh, of course it put me in the wrong direction. You just go away? God dang it. Here we go. Okay. Start things off by casting a little Razzle Dazzle. And then... Flame Bolt his ass. Oops. Wait, what? Dart. Flame Dart. Boom. Pew, boom. Pew, boom. Oh, the other one didn't hit. Oof. Come on. Big purple monster. Go down. Come on. Oh, that wasn't enough. And down he goes. Crunch. Okay, there's a chest. I can probably stop running. Look at chest. I guess don't really need to do this. Good with a strong lock. Cast. Open. And then search. Chest. Whoa. That is not how you spell search. 1 gold, 43 silver. 14 magic points. Okay. $16 magic points. Alright, well that'll give me a couple things. Okay, yada yada yada. Big bear on the right hand side. Big bear, and I need to remember to do this. And sound off. And cast calm. Bloop 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 bloop. And now I can turn the sound back on. Okay. Now, save. And let's try this again. We'll get a couple of magic darts, flame darts off before having to drink the first potion. Okay, let's see what waking this guy up. Your foot slips on something and wakes up the kobold, I think is what it says. But first things first. Ow. Doesn't help when I miss. He got the reflect spell off, what? And I'm just missing every shot. Okay, yeah, I'm redoing this one. Wait, put the spell on. I put it on before I can actually do anything, I think. Yeah, I can't actually prevent him from doing the reflect when I leave. Ah, damn it. Okay. Man, how did I do this last time? I need to wait until he actually starts, like, casting it. No, I'm not gonna get it off in time. How the hell did I do it last time? Come on, this worked before. You know, that's the flame dart. No, he just flame darts. First couple of turns, okay. Am I too late? Damn it. Oh, why is this such a pain in the ass? Okay, let's just stop you from casting that. Drink the mana potion. Blast you a couple more times. And that got him. Okay. For Pete's sake. Can't reach the key from here. Get the couple's glowing key. Alright. How many magic points did I end up with? 11. Alright. What I wanted to do is cast Detect. Strong magical aura radiates from the kobold's key. You see the outline of a chest glowing in the south end of the cavern. Hey, look, a chest. So let's cast Open. Boom. You add 10 gold and 60 silver coins to your money pouch. Ha ha ha. 11 gold, 108 silver. 8 magic points, 28 stamina points. Yeesh. Okay, well, that's that. I think I'm gonna save it again, just so we don't have to go through that whole thing again. Right, I still need enough magic to be able to calm this guy, which I'm pretty sure I have. So again, sound off. Cast calm. Peace and tranquility permeates the area. And unlock manacle. Oh wait, before I do that. Okay. Kobold's key disappears as you turn it in the lock. Oh hey, look! You have the honor of meeting the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. We are pleased that you broke our enchantment. Perhaps our father the Baron will reward you should you ever visit our castle. The arrogance of the Baronet astonishes you. Perchance the kobold magic user had a reason for changing him into a bear. Okay, and that is... Baron's unsaved. Oh, the audio's stuck. What the hell? Okay, so maybe turning the sound off didn't help with the calm spell. Oh well. Okay. Quit. Reload. Okay. Now we can go to the castle anytime we want in order to claim our prize. Magic is gone, health and stamina is down to like half. Yeesh. I wouldn't mind fighting something or doing something, but not a lot left in the tank. Still just mid-morning. Whatever. Let's go say hi to the Baron. There happens to be a goblin or something along the way. Bandit, maybe? Anything? No? Be quiet. I think it gets a lot more dangerous after you save the Baron's son. When you kind of get into the second half or whatever, there ends up being a lot more stuff. So anyway, let's go to the party. Come in, come in. You've been expected. Baron von Spielberg awaits you in the castle. Okay. So... Kill the Kobold was the last of the wizard-specific things. You can get rid of that. And then on the bear, delete, enter the layer, delete, acquire the key, delete, get money from the kobold's chest, delete, read the bear, Onet, delete. Okay. Baron von Spielberg and Baronet await you in the Great Hall. Words cannot express the gratitude I have towards you. Not only have you freed the Baronet from enchantment and allowed my son to return to me, but you have renewed my hope that the curse may be lifted. My son, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg, also desires to acknowledge his indebtedness. Bernard, that is, I am appreciative for your efforts, blah blah. Furthermore, I understand you have rid our valley of a dangerous kobold magic user in order to free the Baronet von Spielberg. I have. You risked your life to single-handedly defeat the foul spellcaster. You are a true hero, and I thank you. Bernard, I am pleased you managed to kill the kobold. I sincerely hope you will continue on your valiant adventures in our land. If anyone can rid the land of the brigands, it will be you. Someday, in the near future, I can envision holding a ceremony in your honor and bestowing upon you the title Hero of the Land of Spielberg. Bernard, it would be nice if someone could finally defeat the brigands and claim the title. As you leave the castle tomorrow, you will receive the reward money I long ago posted for the safe return of my son, as a token of my thanks. You will of course be expected to dine with us and be our guest in the castle tonight. Do you have any questions? What can you tell me about the brigands? If I had more guards, I would wipe the brigands out myself, now that I have my son at my side. It will take some time before this castle and land have recovered from my sorrow, so I still think it will take a hero to destroy the brigands. I know they have some sort of fortress at the far south of the valley. I've heard rumors they have set up an ambush for all that approach. It is also rumored that there is another way into their fortress, but I have no further knowledge about it. Okay, talk to Baron. Marked off the list. Ask about Brigand Leader? Is it going to be able to distinguish between the two questions? There have always been brigands around, but until their new leader and warlock showed up a few years ago, they were not much of a problem. The leader seems to be a brilliant strategist who manages each raid with little loss. Once their leader is gone, I'm sure the brigands can be easily defeated. What do you know about this warlock? As if this valley hasn't been plagued with enough evil magic users. From what I have heard, his magic isn't powerful, but he uses it effectively. What can you tell me about your daughter? My beautiful little daughter was stolen away 10 years ago by Baba Yaga's magic. She has never been found, despite all the searching that's been done for her. I thought she was lost forever, but you have renewed my hope that I will again have her beside me. Yeah, about Baba Yaga. Oops. I've attempted everything in my power to get her to go away. I fear it will take some sort of magic to be able to counteract her evil magic. What can you tell me about the curse? Some years back I tried to force the ogress Baba Yaga to leave our valley, and she put a curse upon me that I should lose everything I held dear. When I lost my daughter and my son, I lost all interest in living. My lands have suffered because I suffered. Now, though, with the return of my son, I trust the prophecy may yet come true, thanks to you. Prophecy? Prophecy stated, comes a hero from the east, free the man from in the beast. We've done that. Bring the child from out of the band, drive the cursor from the land. You entered here from the east, and you released my son from the form of a bear. I am certain you can fulfill the rest of it and remove this dreadful curse. Okay. Was there anything else that I wanted to ask about? um, I think that's kind of it that directly relates to him. So there might be a couple other things I could ask about, but honestly, I think that probably does it. Um, I don't know, random questions, I guess. Weren't you the one that killed a dragon? Oh, now that my son's back, I have much to do. Kindly restrict your questions to matters of import. Yeah, okay. Was there anything else? Hmm. Um, no, how's your son doing? As you can plainly see, Bernard is back to his old self, thanks to you. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Um, I don't know. Anything more about this reward? I've offered substantial rewards for the return of my son and my daughter, as well as for capturing or killing the leader and warlock of the brigands. Okay. Um, I think that's it. I don't know. I know very little of magic, such much to my sorrow. Perhaps you should talk to the wizards, Zara in the town, or Erasmus on Zauberberg. Yeah, figured the same things. I think that's it. Um, Ambush? You know anything about the ambush? There's no importance to your quest and time is short. Um, Back entrance? No. Okay, I see it's getting late. A servant is awaiting you outside to show you to your quarters. We will see you at supper later. You wake as the sun begins to rise. After a wonderful meal with the Baron and his son, a peaceful night's sleep in a feathered down bed, and a filling breakfast in bed, you are ready to go adventuring once more. Yay! Unfortunately, it doesn't fully restore your stats. Oh, I'm better off sleeping at around his peace. Oh well. Um. So health is 56 out of 61. It's not bad. Stamina 64 out of 64. Magic points 30 out of 54. Yeah. Okay. Magic points are a little on the low side, but that's fine. Alright, so he mentioned something about the Brigand's Lair. There's an ambush, but there's a back entrance. So I need to find out more about this back entrance. um, since the bandits aren't going to be talking to me, my best bet is to find some other ne'er-do-wells to question. Let's head back to town. I think this guy Bruno doesn't come out until after midday. I don't think I can rest. Oh, okay, a little bit of a rest. 33 magic points. Yeesh. Hello again, Sheriff and Otto. Wait, where am I going? No, this way, right. Hello again, Pretty Centaur. Into the tavern. And hey, look, there's another note under that chair. When I found the first one. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. Maybe at the old archery range south of town at noon. Urgent. Okay. I need to get to the archery range by noon. Not very far. Got a little time left. Okay, so the archery range is just in there. I need it to be noon. I don't think I can rest anymore. Oh, little. Still mid-morning. Okay, let's just do a quick save. This is day 8. Probably should have done this earlier, but whatever. Okay. So basically I need to hang around until it is noon. So I can kind of circle around. Oop, hello, goblin. Let's just give a cheeky flame dart to start out combat with, and then... Ow. Come to me, ow. I really need to boost up my fighting skills. Ow. Keep missing. Ow. Bloody hell, I should not have taken that much damage from a goblin. 3 silver coins. Okay. Rest? New. Still mid-morning. Okay. Can I have a bandit to fight instead? I kind of prefer a bandit. Walking through the woods. Nothing going on here. Goblin. Okay, you know what? I think do that. Weapon is now magically charged. Okay, getting good. Ow. Better at hitting these guys. Ow. Okay. That wasn't so bad. 8 silver coins. Midday. Okay. Let's deal with these guys. So what's this about anyway? Her nibs is starting to get suspicious about us. What's the bee in her bonnet? Seems the hero wandering around here has her leery. She thinks he's going to go for the gold on her head. What's it to do with us? She's been asking too many questions about us. And the laughing jackass eyeing me. I had to sneak out. Then we got to avoid the ambush and use the back for a bit, till the heat is off. Maybe we should just make our move now? Nah, let's wait for the creep to go first. While she's busy with him, we take over. We'll take him out easy, then we take her out. Where's the back door then? Where the bouncer hops around? You got your key still? Yeah. Don't lose it. I got the only other one. You'll have to search the rock for the keyhole. It's hidden good, and remember the word. What word? The word that lets you in so that Fred goes away. Oh yeah, sure. What is it? Hide and go seek. You better learn it. You think I'm a dummy or something? Say the word before you open the door, or you might make Fred mad. You don't want Fred to get mad. Hey, no problem. What's the word again? Hide and go seek. Hide and go seek. Got it. Gotta get back before the chief misses me. Be back in a bit. Hide and go seek. See ya. Okay, so I don't think I need the key because I can just use the open spell. I don't think I need to worry about that. Okay, hide and go seek. Hidengoseke. I think that's how it was. Oh, I hate autocorrect. Stop trying to fix the word. Okay, this stupid spell checker thing keeps screwing with the words. I need to make sure I've actually written this correctly. Um, Hidengoseke. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh well, we'll find out. Okay, I did want to try just one little thing. What if I do this? Just wait, the nice brigand will throw you his knife. Didn't want that to happen. Ow. Ow. Man, this guy's tough. You don't have enough magic points to cast that spell. Yeesh. Oop, and that guy's just an instant kill. Right. Okay, so yeah, again, I don't think I need to take his key because I have the open spell. So I should be good just leaving him alone. So, goodbye, brigand. Okay. Oh, Jesus, bloody balls. Go away, you worthless creature. You're not worth fighting. There we go. Okay. Alright, so back entrance is where the bouncy thing is. That's the Antwerp that was seen last time. Um, I now know the password to get past Fred. And I can just use the open spell to get in. But before I do that, there is another matter that needs to be taken care of. And for that, I need to grab a little something. I might as well do that while I'm here, because I know it's going to be needed. But this is something I could always get later. But I now have a bunch of money. 61 gold coins, 119 silver. I need to get some potions. So first, I want to buy... Ooh, how do you spell this? No. There we go. Expensive, but it will come in handy. Next, I wouldn't mind getting a couple more potions of magic power. Let's get, that was 1, 2, 3. Expensive, but worth it in the long run. The good thing about playing Magic User is I'm not having to buy expensive armor. I don't think there's really anything else I need to spend my money on, so this should be okay. Do you want to buy these mushrooms and flowers and things now? No? No, I guess that was just a 3 times thing. I can sell you the flasks. I don't want to sell you all of them, but yeah, there you go. It's a couple silver for a flask. That's not bad. Okay. 4 potions of magic power, flask of undead unguent. I could buy some vigor potions, but they're typically not really worth it. I have the cash. Let's just buy a couple of these. And I don't think I'm gonna get healing potions. Well, I should just get 1 or 2. Just until I get to the point where I can start killing trolls. Um, hmm. Lots of stuff went up. Strength is still really bad, jeez. Hmm. You know what? Let's just buy a couple just in case, until I can start killing trolls. There we go. Okay, that should do it. Weight carried 33 out of 58. 2 potions of healing, 4 potions of magic power, 2 vigor potions, 1 flask of undead unguent. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. While I'm here, let's just take a quick rest. 10 minutes. And now, good afternoon? Yeah, that's probably the best time to do it. Let's go say hello to our friendly neighborhood evil ogre sorceress. Oh, another goblin. You really aren't worth wasting the magic points on. So, stabby stabby. No problemo. 4 silver coins. Woohoo. Little rest. And we're back on our way. Meet with Baba Yaga. Quick save first. No, you are not worth fighting. And here we are. Baba Yaga. Take a quick look around. Looking around, you get the feeling this is not a very friendly place to be. The sharp ends of the fence are covered with some nasty-looking green slime. It looks a lot like the slime that was eating away at the bar stool at the tavern. Okay. Any points I can knock off? You. There's a bunch coming up. Okay. The hut is a strange little house perched on chicken legs. Skulls on top of the fence have eerily glowing eyes. The large skull on the gate seems to stare vacantly at you. Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. You have to deal with me before you can enter. Okay, what about steel? Oops. Ask about steel. All the other skulls have glowing eyes, but me? No. I don't need lovely glowing eyes. Just open and close the gate, that's all I'm good for. But if you can give me a glowing gem for my eyes, I'll let you in the gate. Well, is it a deal or isn't it? The deal is made then. A glowing gem in exchange for an opportunity to see Baba Yaga herself. Okay, so one of the things that was done a long time ago was to exchange a whole bunch of fruit to a frost giant for a glowing gem. It's kind of weird that you can do some of these things early, especially if you know you need them, or you know that you will need them at some point. It also just seems a little bit odd that this is something that you can get very, very early in your playthrough. It doesn't require any skill or anything like that. It's just literally you just walk up to the giant, agree to the bargain, go get the apples, bring them back. You don't have to use any spells or anything. So it's something that you can do as soon as you enter the game. That you don't need it until later. You don't know you need it until later. You're just carrying around this stupid gem for some reason. I don't know if it's necessarily a problem. I guess it would be kind of nice if the giant didn't show up until after you talk to the skull, so that it makes sense in kind of a linear storytelling fashion. But anyway, already got a glowing gem. So, did you get it? Did you get my glowing gem? Yes, I did. Give me my gem. Yeah. Gem. You place the glowing gem inside the skull. Hey, it's got nice glowing eyes. I can see, I have eyes again. Ah, is that what you look like? Oh well, have fun visiting Baba Yaga, and good luck, you'll need it. Hope you can remember the rhyme. There's a rhyme? Fortunately we already found out the rhyme. I think it was from the fox? Can't remember. Anyway, oh wait, don't want to get squished. Hut of brown. Now sit down. Bong bong crunch. Okay. So, make deal with the skull. Done. Give gem to the skull. Done. Say the rhyme. Done. And I already know enter Baba Yaga's house. Done. Because that is what I'm about to do. Okay. Go in. Say hello to Baba Yaga, who does not seem to be home at the moment. A quick look around shows that this is a creepy place, despite the pot, cauldron, simmering briskly on the fire. Look at the size of that spider! Let's look at the spider. Is that a smile on that spider's face? There's a lot of something cooking away in the huge black cauldron. The smell is awful, the color is sickening, and you don't even want to know what's being prepared for dinner. It's a plain wooden kitchen cupboard. Okay. Hello? Is anyone home? Oh, hello. Look, pets, we have a visitor. Oh, shoot. It said something about powers of might and Soggy turn this imbecile into a froggy or something like that. Oh, no, that's the different spell. Well, dearies, what shall we have for supper today? Hero sandwiches? I had something more formal in mind. Ah, that's it. Frog's legs fricassee. Now, how does that spell go? Hear me, O powers of Clathan Mana, turn now my guest into species called Rana. I learned that spell from Erasmus, kids. Doesn't it look delicious? No, don't eat me. Be still. Critics. We can't all be gourmands, I suppose. Now, oh soon-to-be supper, I don't suppose you have a name. Oops. You try your best to croak out your name, or at least let the witch know that you do indeed have one. So you're the one who's trying to be a hero around here. The only good hero is a dead hero, I always say. I do have a need for a brave fool. Are you brave? Yes. You make little froggy sounds, trying your best to indicate your agreement. Well, if you're willing to do a small, little teensy favor for me, I might reconsider having you for supper. I need the root of a mandrake plant that grows in the graveyard. Will you be as sweet and fetch me some? Yes. Anything but frog leg fricassee, you think? You croak your agreement to the task. Ah, I had my mouth watering for frog. Oh well. Hear what I say, and hear me right. Mandrake must be pulled at precisely midnight. This I tell you, and this I say, return with the root at the break of next day. Hear what I say, and no, I don't lie. Bring back the root, or else you will die. You, shoo! From a distance, you hear the witch intone. Oops. I very nearly forgot. Hear me, O powers of mana and more, turn this fool back as he was before. As you contemplate the occurrences of the last few minutes, you conclude that you'd better find her mandrake root, and fast. Sunset approaches. Okay, need to get to the graveyard. Oh, another goblin. Do I really want to fight this guy? I don't know if I want to fight this guy. Uh-oh, it's already nighttime. 2 silver coins. Okay, I need to get back to the town. Quick, quick! Especially because there are some nasty things out here. Like this manta ray thing. Go away, go away, go away. I do not have time to fight you. I do not have time to fight you. No, I don't want to fight you. Oh, these bastards are so hard to get away from. I'm gonna have to cast Dazzle. Oof. Unfortunately, the manta ray appears not to have been affected by your spell. Ah, balls. Ah, god damn it. Am I not gonna be able to get away from this thing? Hmm. At least I can wear this guy down a little bit. Hmm. Okay, unfortunately these buggers don't have a lot of things on them, so I don't think I can actually get any... What a waste, no treasure. Yeah, they're basically just, like, sources. They're worth nothing to fight. Okay. The night is still young. I just need to worry about being there at midnight. Look, a spooky ghost. It is a ghost. A transparent, decaying, writhing, slimy, undead fragment of undulating ectoplasm. You might be near a graveyard. Yes, the graveyard is directly south of where I am. I need to wait until midnight. Can I rest a bit? I can rest a good long while. Still young. Too impatient to rest. Night is still young. Okay. Ow! 5 health! Man, that thing almost killed me. Weapon use is up to 42. Dodge is up to 70. Very nice. Okay, I might need to take a healing potion. Good thing I did get a couple of those. Might need to get another 1 or 2 of them. Drink soothes as it goes down. Okay, so it restores a bit. Not a whole lot, but a bit. It is still young. Okay. Ugh. You were getting tired. Now it's midnight. Okay. Okay, before I go into the graveyard, I have to use the unguent. So that the ghosts don't get me. You feel a tingling sensation as you rub the unguent all over your body. And then I go down here into the graveyard, and this must be the town graveyard. What a rundown place. It appears that the spirits frolic here during the dark hours. Oh, look at all those ghosts. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. And since it is now the middle of the night, I can get Mandrake. You wrench the mandrake plant free from the tombstone on which it has grown. You hear a scream like that of a dying child as you yank the root from the ground. We don't have 1 mandrake root, so now I need to get this back to Baba Yaga. Actually, running might not be the best idea. I do need to be ready to run, because there are some nasty things out here, or at least cast, like, Dazzle or something. You know, these goblins. Oh, balls, another one of these guys. Well, fortunately, I am right here. So, you made it back, did you? She is expecting you. Aye. Do I have to say the thing again? Or do I just need to approach it? No, I need to say the thing again. Hut of brown. Now sit down. Chomp, chomp, boom. And I'm pretty sure this should be fine, just in case. Hello again. Oh, no. I was gonna look at the bat, but whatever. Back so soon. Spirits of mist and creatures of bog transform my guest to the shape of a frog. Zoop. This I vow, stay there now. Zoop. Once again you're a frog, and once again you can't move. You find it very exasperating. Now I can't give you the mandrake. Yum yum, froggy frappe! Did you bring me my mandrake like you promised? The tingling sensation is wearing off. Oh, that's the undead dungeon. Yes, I did. As you make a feeble croaking sound, you try to nod your head. Well, where is it? can't give it to you in frog form. What's the matter? Got a frog in your throat? The tingling sensation is gone. Okay, Unguent is worn off. I suppose I'll have to turn you back into whatever it is that you were. Pity, you're much more appetizing this way. Yeah. Creatures of bog and spirits of fog return the true form to this rather dumb frog. Now, did you put it in your backpack? Ah, here it is. Kids, we have it. That's it, the final ingredient. Now we can make our greatest creation. Mandrake mousse. What's that, children? Do you think we should reward our lackey here? Very well, ex-frog. I'll let you live this time. Next time, though, it's frog legs for sure. So, go! What an awful creature to turn me into a frog, you say to yourself. Someday I must return the favor. Hint, hint. Okay, so that is... Use Undead Unguent near graveyard. The Mandrake root. Give Mandrake to Baba Yaga. Oh, giving the Cheetor Claws and Troll's Beer to the healer is actually worth points. So those are things I am going to have to do. Okay. For now, though, I need to get back to Aranda's Peace. Because a ways off, and it is still... Ooh, it's not yet dawn. It's getting close to morning. I kind of want to get there so I can sleep and regain my stuff. Oh, for Pete's sake, go away! You know what? I can dazzle you. Oh, does not last very long, though. Yikes. I don't want to fight you. I don't have enough time. Let's just... sake. Come on. I just want to get to Aranda's Peace. Oh, another one of these bastards. Away! Goblin. Okay, I think it's too... Have I already used a ration? No, I haven't used a ration. Num 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 fruit. Do I have anything left in the tank? I have a little bit, but it's already not yet dawn. Yeah, okay. I think it's best just to sleep. You wake as the sun begins to rise. Nine. Okay, I might go back and get another potion of healing. I'm running a little low on cash. But unfortunately, today is basically just going to be a bum around day, because I need to kill Cheetors and Trolls before I can do the final thing. And I think they only come out at night. Those guys are a lot easier now. Hurt your opponent, 9 silver coins. Little goblins. Let's just take care of this guy as quick as possible. Stab. And he's down. I remember when I first started this playthrough, I could barely even kill a goblin. Did I search the body already? Hang on. I've already done it. Okay. Rest a bit. Okay, buy healing potion. Helling potion, apparently. Healing potion. Okay. Are you sure you don't want any of these? No. Okay, I guess she's not going to buy them anymore. I wonder if I can do it here. Let's just drop the rest of these mushrooms. Wait, I think you can eat the mushrooms. I don't know if it does anything particularly good, though. Hang on, let me just... Can hold no more save games. You must replace one of your saved games or use change directory. Okay. You ingest a few of the mushrooms from the fairy ring. They taste delicious. Wow, look at all the nice paisley horses. Not to mention the beautiful neon sky. That was interesting. It would probably not be a good idea to repeat the experience. Oh, it's a shame you can't actually see any of that. Oh well. I think if you eat them again, you just die. Okay, you drop it. Do I have to drop them one by one? 5 mushrooms, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be all the mushrooms gone. 15 flowers. I have to do it for all 15, don't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, goodbye flowers, goodbye mushrooms. I guess I don't need the pieces of paper anymore either, really. Yeah, they're fine. Blah. Open the gate. Open the gate. Kill some time by doing some raking. Sure. You can always use the 5 silver. At the end of this, I'm pretty sure... I'm hoping that I have all the points. There are a couple of big ones right at the end. Oh, your 5 silver's richer. Thank you. Let's give it a bit of a rest. A little bit of a rest. I don't really want to do too much because I need everything I have to fight the bad guys at night. Okay, it's already midday. Let's just have a little wander around down south. Hello, graveyard again. Okay, so this... Antwerp. This is where the back door is. I'm gonna have to get past this guy. Okay, he's fine with me doing that. You find a keyhole concealed in a crack in the rock. Yeah. Okay, so this is the back entrance. This is how we get in. I'm fairly sure that I can just cast open to open that up. And then it's just a matter of going in. But I don't want to do that just yet. I still need to get some Cheetor Claws and Troll's Beard. I guess for the sake of it, I can just see if it works. Let's replace this one. J9A. Your spell has unlocked the lock on the rock, but is not yet powerful enough to open the rock door. Your spell has unlocked the lock on the rock. Not yet powerful enough to open it. Can I just open the rock? I can just open the rock. Okay. Alright, so it is now open, so I can go in. I don't know if I need to do that again, get back in there, but for now, that does seem to work. So I did need the key. That's good. As it is, though, yeesh, mid-afternoon. Okay. I mean, time is going by at a fairly decent clip. I don't know if I can change what time of day it is, or fast forward the time. Oh, Control F is fight. Oh, Control E is escape. Oh, okay. There is a pause. Okay. I'm not going to find anything down here because this is where the white stag was. I don't think enemies come into these areas. Thinking might actually have to leave this until next time. That should probably be wrapping things up, actually. Oh, hello, Brigand. I want to cast anything. Yeah, these guys should be easy enough. Let's just try doing it raw and see what happens. Delay on the animation for some reason. Okay, got him. I took a bit too much damage on that one, though. 22 silver coins, wow. I might have to use a healing potion. That sucks. But oh well. No, it's not that water I want. Drink the water. Num num num. A little bit of stamina back. Good afternoon. Might help if I make my way back up to Arana's Peace. That way I can do some fighting, and I'll be right there to be able to sleep. I just need to remember I don't want to sleep through the night, because I actually want to fight some Cheetors and Trolls. If they come out. They should come out. Oh, hello, Goblin. Sure, why not? Damage on that fight. Not great. Not great. 40 out of 71 and 44. Okay, so I might have to use a couple potions when it gets to nighttime. Sunset approaches. Oh, another. Don't know. I really want to deal with these guys. Okay, that was cleaner. 4 silver coins. Sunset approaches. We're here. Eat some fruit. Num num num. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. We'll do the Cheetor and Troll fights next time, along with what should be the end of the game. The only things left to do are to deal with the brigands, bandits, and then drive Baba Yaga from the valley. So, to all those who have made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned until next time, where we'll be finishing off Quest for Glory 1, and then, I guess, progressing into Quest for Glory 2. So, I think I will call it a night there. I'll see you all next time.